dissolving into your butter. So you're creaming it all together. Fab. So into this, if you're still struggling and you're thinking you can still see your sugar or it's not as soft, let's put in our flaxseed. That will give it, that should melt everything together as well. So in goes the flaxseed egg, which is obviously flaxseed and water, not real egg. Pop that in and mix, mix, mix. So, Dearpreet, tell us about yourself. Do you enjoy baking?
Yeah, I really like making cakes for my family and biscuits.
Excellent. So why do you think it's so important for children to be involved, with Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's birth, and why should we be baking something? So what else will you be baking?
I'll probably be baking cakes and cookies because they're obviously my favorite because they're really nice and sweet, and I've got a very big sweet tooth.
That's great. And what can we do with so once you've baked, what are you going to do? What's a really nice idea, do you think, that we can all do once we've baked? What can we do with the baked goods?
We can decorate them to make them look really pretty and nice to eat.
Fantastic, we can. And then perhaps share them out to your family, to your friends, give them a nice card with it, just so we're spreading the message and we're raising awareness of why May is so important for us. Because again, it's 400 years, kids. We're so lucky to be alive to be celebrating this. Good. So, Gurnur and Isha, tell me something about yourself. What do you guys like doing?
I really enjoy cooking. I like playing sports as well.
Oh, lovely. What sports do you like?
I like playing football, sometimes cricket.
Oh, excellent. And have you joined any teams at school?
I've joined a football club.
Excellent. That's fantastic. What we're going to do now is let's add in our vanilla essence, kids. So it's half a teaspoon of vanilla essence. Add that in. And if you don't have vanilla, you can add caramel. You can literally add any flavor that you like, but vanilla works best. So add in your vanilla essence. So you should notice, so kids, show me your bowls. It should be all fluffy and coming nicely together, yeah? Good, that looks really good. Well done. Mine only looks a bit dark because I've used dark brown sugar. But again, well done. So it should be a really nice, soft, creamy mixture. Isha, is yours looking like this? Yeah? Let's have a look, Isha, at yours. Excellent. That's fine, absolutely fine, because we're going to add our flour in next. So let's add in our flour, kids. Half a cup of plain flour goes in now. No need to sift because it's not a cake. Half a cup of flour goes in. And now, remember, we're going to now mold this all together. We're going to knead it all together. So once the flour's in, we're going to add in our baking powder. So for this, we need half a teaspoon of baking powder. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. So everybody add that in now as well. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. Not soda, but baking powder. So in here, all we've done is we've creamed together our sugar, butter, flaxseed, and we've just added in our flour and our baking powder and vanilla essence. In the same mixture, kids, let's put in our cocoa powder because no cookies are complete without our cocoa. So it's 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. And 3 big spoons of cocoa powder. Oops. 1, 2, 3. 3 tablespoons of cocoa. In it goes. Okay. So now the messy bit, well, the fun bit. I'm going to use a glove because I don't like this bit. So we're going to now knead together your cookie dough because it's runny. It's not actually a dough yet. So make sure your hands are clean, everyone. Now we're going to go straight into this. So I want you to mix it together with your hands. And you'll notice that it all comes together really nice. So keep kneading it. Good. A bit like atta. So you guys are going to be pros at this. So whilst we're kneading this and we're going round and round, tell me about yourselves. How have you guys coped in lockdown? So Dilpreet, what have you been doing in lockdown to make sure you're focused and you're connected to Sikhi, because it's been so hard. Gurdwara have been closed. We haven't been able to attend our usual classes, Gurmat classes. So what have you guys been up to all during lockdown? So Dilpreet, we'll start off with you.
In lockdown, I've been doing some online Santhya on the Learning Hub, and I've also been doing like book club, which you learn about like about different gurus and famous like people. Like
Excellent.
right
So
now,
tell us about the Learning Hub. What's the Learning Hub?
so the Learning Hub is basically where kids join online from like wherever they are at home. And they do online classes. So we do cooking classes like this. We also
Excellent.
do book club, and we do Cynthia classes. My favorite is definitely the baking because it's a really tasty treat afterwards.
Yeah, and that's a huge thank you to the Sivadars from Khalsa Foundation. So I know also coming up, the children are learning Salok Mahalla Nova, and they're all going to be singing that. Are you part of that as well, Dilpreet?
Yes, I am. We're
Excellent. And
doing it
how's
on
the
the
prep
side
going?
as well.
And how's the prep going?
It's going good. It's a lot more difficult now in lockdown. It was a lot difficult than primary school.
I can imagine. So, it's so good that you guys have been connected to Sikhi all through lockdown, through the Learning Hub at Khalsa Camp, so Khalsa Foundation. So, huge thank you to them. And I think it's so important for parents, for kids to join, because it's been such a tough year. We haven't been able to go to the Gurdwara Sahib. We haven't been able to keep our sangat, our friends. We haven't seen them. But, everything's done virtually, I'm guessing, yeah? Excellent. Well done. So good. Noor and Ishad, what have you guys been doing throughout lockdown to keep sane?
We've been going on a few walks once in a while.
Good.
And we've been learning a lot of Kirtan as well.
That's excellent. And will you also be part of the Ansalok Mahla Nova Shabbat that we're going to be showing on the Sikh channel?
Yeah.
Excellent. Well done. Keep that prep going, and I can't wait to listen to you all. Show me what your dough looks like, kids. Is it done? Yeah, are you able to hold it in your hand like this? Try and put it all together. Mold it together. So it looks a bit like Play-Doh. Brown Play-Doh.
They get sticky.
Is it sticky? Okay. So what you do now is then you add in your cocoa, your chocolate chips. Put in your chocolate chips, the best bit. That could really help now. So once you've added the chocolate chips, it should work. Keep kneading it. And then, mine's done now. So I'm literally just punching the dough. Nicely. Kneading it together. Let's have a look. Are you able to hold it in your hands? So my cookie dough is done. Let's have a look at you guys. If it's still quite sticky, you can add a little bit of cocoa powder and a little bit more of plain flour, but try not to. But if it's a bit runny, that's absolutely fine, as long as you're able to make a round little ball. So there, is yours done? Perfect.
My hands low.
Fantastic. Good, Noor. Anisha, can you pick yours up like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's fine. It will be sticky because it's all gooey and buttery and chocolatey. So you need or you need a lined tray with grease-proof paper. So if you guys go grab that. Fantastic. So everyone at home, all we've done is we have creamed together butter and sugar, and then we've added our flaxseed mixture, which is 1 tablespoon of flaxseed with 3 tablespoons of water, and then we've added in our flour, cocoa powder, and baking powder, and we've kneaded it together to make our cookie dough. So kids, the fun part now, we're going to be shaping these into round cookies. You can either use a ice cream scoop if you want these level, but I'm just going to use my hand. So I'm going to make a nice small round ball, not too big, and I'm going to flatten it with my palm like that. Okay, so that's what I'm doing now, and this will be the shape and the size of my cookie. So 1 cookie is done. Don't do them too big because it's nice to have a small cookie so you can have more of them. Bit cheeky there. So I'm just going to start shaping mine. Are we all good? Any questions? Is it okay? Yep. So let's see how many we can bake. So what have you guys been cooking or baking so far then? During your learning hub?
This morning I made some cookies. I made some just plain biscuits. So they're just there behind me. I don't know if you can see them. But...
Oh wow, they look lovely. So what will you be doing for Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's Gurpurb?
I think we'll definitely be doing some Bart and Geethan together as a family.
Fantastic. That would be lovely.
And definitely baking some more treats.
Good. So let's start shaping our cookies. And everyone at home, you can join in as well. So I've got 6 made so far. Ovens are on.
Randy, can I share some facts about Guru Tegh Bahadur?
Of course. Let's put these cookies in the oven and then we'll spend time discussing facts about Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib. Because I can't wait to learn from you kids. So mine are done. My cookies are ready to go into the oven. Oops. Hopefully yours are as well. So once they're in the oven, we will share some facts. So kids, did you have fun?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, good. And they smell so nice, and I can't wait to eat them. Excellent. So have you shaped them?
Yep, I think I've really got.
So we're going to put them in the oven at the same time, and then we're going to take them out of the oven at the same time as well. Excellent. So you kids, you're so young, and it's so nice to see you baking. Hopefully you're inspiring so many others as well, because, baking is for every age, especially youngsters. So it's such a nice activity to get involved with. Well done. So how many have you guys made?
Mine's made 9 cookies and I'm done.
Yummy. I've made 6 normal shapes and then I've got 2 small ones for the kids. Gurnur, Ishan, how many have you got?
We have made 12.
Wow, yummy. Tell me when you're done, then we'll go to the oven together. Remember, kids, have an adult with you for the oven. It's very hot. So we've just preheated the oven to 180 which is gas mark 4, I believe. We've just preheated it and we're going to put them in the oven for only 11 minutes. So are we ready? Gurnur, Isha, are you ready to put them in? Devi, are you ready to put them in? Yep. So make sure, remember kids at home watching, you have an adult. Gurnur, Isha, shall we wait for you?
Yes, please.
Yep. Okay, how many have you got left?
One more left.
Okay, fab. And again, kids, when you do this again, it's so important that we do some Path, we do some Simran whilst we're cooking and baking. Do you know why it's so important to be praying at the same time when we're cooking? Why is that so important that we remember Vaheguru when we cook?
Because Guruji would give us his blessings if we sing with our Bani, and it will make our food a lot sweeter and nicer.
Excellent. Fantastic. Exactly. That's why when we go to the Gurdwara Sahib, if you look into the langar kitchen, all the bibia, all the sevadars, they are always reciting Bani because that goes into our food and makes it extra yummy. Good. Isha, we done?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, carefully show me your tray because I was about to do this and they were about to fall off, so I'm not going to bother again. I'm not going to attempt it. Well done there, They look fab. Fantastic. Oh, yummy. So let's pop these in the oven for 11 minutes, okay? So I'm just going to put my timer on. 11 minutes. I'm just going to put them on the top shelf and they're in. So the key for these cookies, only 11 minutes. When you take them out, they might be a bit soft. So remember, they're going to be hot. Don't touch them. Leave them to cool and then eat them because they will set and become hard. Okay, fantastic. So let's all learn about Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib. So what have you guys got for me? So is there anything you'd like to share about Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib?
Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji spent 26 years and 9 months and 13 days in meditation at Bangla Sahib.
Wow, that's amazing. And thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to share or discuss?
I found this really fascinating that he composed 115 hymns that you find in Guru Granth Sahib Ji.
Excellent. Yes, he wrote a lot of Bani as well. Fantastic. And anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Excellent. Why do you think it's so important that we celebrate this 400 years? Why do you think we should all make an effort?
Because Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji was a very, very special person, and it's part of our history and in our heritage to learn about it. And yeah, so it's very important that we know about our past.
Guruji has done so much for us to be here today, and we should be so proud to be called Singhs and Singniya of our Gurus. We are so blessed, kids, and we should never forget the sacrifices they've gone through, and they did that for us. They could have easily, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib could have easily sat there and accepted Islam, but he didn't. What did he do instead? He chose to save the honor of another religion. And this is something we can all learn, and we can use Guru Sahib's life, the history, all his teachings, his morals, and we should never ever forget them. So Isha and Gurnur, tell us the facts you would like to share.
Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji had 6 siblings. His father was Guru Har Gobind Ji and his mother was Mata Nanaki.
Yeah, so those were his parents. Fantastic. Anything else?
Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's son was Guru Gobind Singh Ji.
Yeah, excellent. So Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's son was Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Amazing. And who were the sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji? Do you know their names, the Sahibzade?
Baba Ajit Singh Ji, Baba Jujhar Singh Ji, Baba Zorawar Singh Ji, Baba Fateh Singh Ji.
Well done. Excellent. What other facts would you like to share?
Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji founded Anandpur Sahib.
Yes, he did. Fantastic. He did. Anything else?
In 1675, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Shahidi. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's Shahidi was in 1675 by Aurangzeb.
Yeah. And do you know how Guruji gave Shahidi?
He was beheaded.
Yeah. And he did that to save the honor of another religion. So again, Guru Sahib has taught us that we should respect every religion. Yep. We should look after everyone because we are all the same. We are all equal. You know, Guruji and the other Singhs with him were tortured. We've got so many more shows coming on to Guruji's life. So all about this whole month will be about Guruji's life, Guruji's Shahidi, all the sacrifices, and all about Guruji's teachings and how we can use those teachings in our life to make ourselves better people. Fantastic. Anything else, Ishar?
Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji was found by Baba Makan Shah
Lubana. Yeah, fantastic.
He
Remember,
was
at the time, Guruji, Guru Har Krishan Sahib Ji, our youngest Guru, remember he fell very ill with smallpox, and Guruji was so poorly that the Sangat around Guruji was saying, "Who's the next Guru? Who's the next Guru?" And Guru Har Krishan Sahib Ji was so poorly that he just had to lift his finger, and there was a coconut. Because the way the next guruship was passed on was through these coconut and 5 coins. So Guruji was that poorly, he used his finger to do parikrama around the coconut. He did it 3 times using his finger. And he said one thing. He said a location. He said, Baba is going to be at this place. Do you know the name of that place where Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji was staying? It begins with a B. Bakala. So he said, Baba Bakali. So that's what Guru Har Krishan Sahib Ji said. And then straight away, you won't believe so many other people dressed up to be Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib because they thought, you know, we will be Guru, we will be Guru. And it's quite it's quite sad because even today, we have so many people pretending to be God, pretending to be Guru. And you know, that's not how it should be. But again, this has happened since Guruji's times. But again, it was Makkan Shah Lubana who actually realized that that was Guruji. And that's when he went to the rooftop and he started shouting, you know, I found the Guru, I have found the Guru. Well done. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib, anything else you'd like to share or any other facts that you know?
Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji was taught by Buddha, who trained him in archery
Yeah.
and horsemanship.
Good. So Baba Buddha Ji, so Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji took Guruji, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji to Bhai Gurdas to learn Gurmukhi, and he took him to Baba Buddha Ji, and they stayed together for many years. So Guruji, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib did a lot of sangat of Baba Buddha Ji. So he stayed with him. He was, you know, he became very wise. And do you guys know what Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's name was before he was named Guru Tegh Bahadur? Do you guys know?
Yeah,
It's okay if you... Yeah, Tyagmal. So Guruji's original name was Tyagmal. So do you know what Tyag means? And it comes in Gurbani a lot. Do you know what Tyag means?
I don't think so.
Have a guess. So Tyag, it means detached. So you're not attached to anything. So that's what Guruji's name was when he was born. They named him Tyagmal. And then he became Teg. Now, do you know why they named him Teg Bahadur? Because he was really, really good at fighting the Mughals. He was so good at using his shastar, his swords, that in one battle, Guruji said, right, your name is actually going to be Teg because you're such a Bahadur person. So that's how his name came about. And so that's why we know him as Guru Teg Bahadur Sahib Ji. Excellent. So there's so much to Guru Sahib's life that we will be discussing all throughout May. So please do watch Creative Khalsa shows. And if there's anything you'd like to, even children at home watching, if you'd like to join me, please let me know. If there's anything you would like to create, whether it's a poster, anything, just get in touch. So today's session, as today's show has been baking. So we are in the process. We've got 2 minutes left in my oven for the cookies to come out. Can you smell the cookies? They smell divine. Can't wait to eat them once they've cooled. So again, the whole month is dedicated to Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib. Excellent. Anything else that you guys would like to share about Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji? Now, I myself know that, Guruji's life is incredible. And the aim of these shows is to make sure everyone is aware of Guruji's life, is aware of Guruji's teachings, so we can actually become better people, and just so we can never forget Guru Sahib, because he has done so much for us. And there's so much from Guruji's life that we can take and do as well. So, excellent. Gurnur, what do you have there? They look amazing.
The Panch Pyare.
Wow. So was this from your Vasaki? Did you do these at school or at home?
Home.
Wow. So do you want to talk us through these?
We made these during the learning hub.
Oh, this learning hub sounds amazing. So talk us through, what have you made? Are they the Panch Pyare? Do you know the names?
Yes. By Daya Singh Ji, by Taran Singh Ji, by Himit Singh Ji, by Mokam Singh Ji, by Sahib Singh Ji.
Excellent. Well done. And have you guys done anything at school? Because you go to a Khalsa primary school. Did you guys do anything?
For Vasaki, we went in, we were eating, we had yogurt. And we cleaned our Nishan Sahib outside our school. Yeah.
Wow, so you have a Nishan Sahib at school. Not everyone can say that. That's incredible. That's fantastic. So you all took part in Nishan Sahib Seva. That's amazing. My oven went off. How about yours? Are your cookies ready to come out?
Mine just beeped right now.
Remember, kids, have an adult with you at all times, and don't burn your hands. So I'm going to take my cookies out. They smell amazing. Ooh. So remember, they're very, very hot, and you're not to touch them or eat them straight away. Let these cool for at least, wow, they look incredible. They look fab. So nice. And Gurnur, you should show us carefully yours if your parents can show us. Oh, they look lovely. So happy with that. Well done. I'm going to try and show you mine, but they end up stopping. Good. Let these cool for half an hour. Incredible. So, believe it or not, we've just baked our very own double chocolate chip cookies. And we've done this for Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib because we are going to be celebrating all month. So everyone at home, I urge you guys to do some baking, to make a cake. Just do it. Bake a cake, bake cookies, bake cupcakes, hand them out, perhaps make little cards, give them to your neighbours and explain to them why we are celebrating. Decorate your houses, kids. So we've got so many, fun shows lined up where I'm going to show you as well some nice, crazy ideas of how to decorate. We've got lots of shows about Guruji's life. But is there anything else before we end the show you guys would like to add, or is there any message to everybody at home watching? Pri, we'll start with you. Is there anything you'd like to say?
I don't think so. I think we already got everything.
Who will you be sharing your cookies with?
I think I'll be sharing it with my brothers, my dad, my mum, and my nanny.
Excellent. It's so important as well, kids, that we, bake some more and give them to your grandparents as well, because lockdown has been really hard on them as well. And Guruji has always taught us to be compassionate. Remember that. Share with as many people as you can. Fantastic. Ishar and Gurnur, who will you be sharing your cookies with?
We will be mom, our family. Yeah. And I hope that everybody has fun baking these and has fun celebrating.
Thank you so much. What will you be baking next then? So we've done cookies together. What will you be doing for Gurpurab? What will you be baking?
We might be making prashad, maybe.
Fantastic. And what would you like? So give me one thing, all of you, that you would like to learn or implement in your life, like give me one thing that you'd like to learn going forward. So one thing perhaps you'd like to learn, and you're going to say to yourself, right, it's been 400 years, I'm going to set myself a target, I'm going to learn this. What might it be?
I want to learn how to be brave, like all the gurus.
Good boy, excellent. That's really good. And how can you do that? You can do that through reading lots of Sakhis, yeah, and instilling all those values inside you. Well done. Ishar, Gurnur, anything you'd like to add?
We like to learn to be brave and strong and be like other gurus.
Well done. And Delphi, what would you like to learn how to cook next? So what would you like to learn next?
It's not actually about baking. I think it would be actually learn how to write Bani in calligraphy, because I know how to read Bani, but I don't really know how to write in calligraphy, so I can write it really nicely and hang it up.
If you learn that now, that's something, when you're older, you can look back and think, when it was 400 years, I set myself a target and that's what I did. Fantastic. Wishing you guys all the best. And thank you so much for joining me and, baking live with me. It's been incredible. And I hope, did you guys have fun?
Yes. Yeah.
Well done. I bet you can't wait to eat these cookies, because I can't. So I'm going to leave you guys there to enjoy your cookies, enjoy your day, and I hope that we all will see you for other shows as well. So thank you so much for joining us and making cookies. And remember, kids, we are making these in remembrance of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, because we are celebrating his life. Now, up until now, we've actually only remembered Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib for his shahidi and his sacrifice. But now it's time we actually remember him for everything else as well, because it's just as important. So thank you, kids. Thank you so much to Gurnur, Ishar and Deapreet for joining us, for baking along. Thank you so much to your parents as well. And I will see you again, hopefully very soon. And there'll be, again, lots of shows coming up for Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's 400 years. That's it for today. We will all say Fateh, and I'll see you again very soon. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa,
Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਗੋੜੀ ਸੁਖਮਣੀ ਮਹਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾਂ ਸ਼ਲੋਕ। ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ। ਆਦ ਗੁਰ ਏ ਨਮਹਿ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਗੁਰ ਏ ਨਮਹਿ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਏ ਨਮਹਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰਦੇਵ ਏ ਨਮਹਿ ਅਸ਼ਟਪਦੀ सिमरो सिम सिम सुख पावो, काल कलेश तन माहे मिटावो। सिमरो जस बिसंबर एकै, नाम जपत गणत अनेकै। वेद पुराण सिम सोदाख्यर, कीने राम नाम एक आख्यर। किनका एक जैसे जिय वसावै, ताकि महिमा गनी न आवै। कांखी एक दर्श तुहारो, नानक गुण संग मोहे उदारो। सौखमणि सौखे अमृत प्रभ नाम, भगति जना के मन विश्राम राव। प्रभु कै सिमरन गर्भ न बसै, प्रभु कै सिमरन दुख जम नसै। प्रभु कै सिमरन काल पर हरै, प्रभु कै सिमरन दुश्मन टरै। प्रभु सिमरत कछ बिघन न लागै, प्रभु कै सिमरन अन दिन जागै। प्रभु कै सिमरन भव न व्यापै, प्रभु कै सिमरन दुख न संतापै। प्रभु का सिमरन साध कै संग, सर्ब निधान नानक रंग। प्रभु कै सिमरन रह सिद्ध नौनित, प्रभु कै सिमरन ज्ञान ध्यान तत्बुद्ध। प्रभु कै सिमरन जप तप पूजा, प्रभु कै सिमरन बिन से दूजा। प्रभु कै सिमरन तीरथ इशनानी, प्रभु कै सिमरन दरगह मानी। प्रभु कै सिमरन होए सो भला, प्रभु कै सिमरन सो फल फला। से सिमरह जिन आप सिमराए, नानक ताके लागो पाए। प्रभु का सिमरन सब ते ऊंचा, प्रभु कै सिमरन उदर ऊंचा। प्रभु कै सिमरन तृष्णा बुझै, प्रभु कै सिमरन सब केश सुझै। प्रभु कै सिमरन नाही जम त्रासा, प्रभु कै सिमरन पूरन आसा। प्रभु कै सिमरन मन की मल जाए, मत नाम रिद माहे समाए। प्रभु जी बसै साध की रसना, नानक जन का दासन दसना। प्रभु को सिमरह से तनवंत है, प्रभु को सिमरह से पतवंत है। प्रभु को सिमरह से जान परवान, प्रभु को सिमरह से पुरख प्रदान। प्रभु को सिमरह से बेहमोताजे, प्रभु को सिमरह से सर्व के राजे। प्रभु को सिमरह से सुखवासी, प्रभु को सिमरह सदा विनाशी। सिमरन ते लागे जिन आप दयाला, नानक जन की मंगैर वाला। प्रभु को सिमरह से परोपकारी, प्रभु को सिमरह तें सद बलिहारी। प्रभु को सिमरह से मुख सुहावै, प्रभु को सिमरह तें सुख विहावै। प्रभु को सिमरह तेने आत्म जीता, प्रभु को सिमरह ते निर्मल रीता। प्रभु को सिमरह तेने अंधक नेरे, प्रभु को सिमरह बसे हर नेरे। संत कृपा ते अन दिन जाग, नानक सिमरन पूरे भाग। प्रभु कै सिमरन कारज पूरे, प्रभु कै सिमरन कबू ना चूरै। प्रभु कै सिमरन हर गुण बानी, प्रभु कै सिमरन सहज समानी। प्रभु कै सिमरन निचल आसन, प्रभु कै सिमरन कमल विगासन। प्रभु कै सिमरन अनहद चुनकार, सुख प्रभु सिमरन का अंत ना पार। सिमरहे से जन जिनको प्रभु मया, नानक तिन जन सानी पाया। हर सिमरन कर भगत प्रगटाए, हर सिमरन लग भेदो पाए। हर सिमरन पै सद जति दाते, हर सिमरन नीचो कुंट जाते। हर सिमरन धारी सब तरना, सिमर सिमर हर कारण करना। हर सिमरन कियो सगल कारा, हर सिमरन मैं आप निरंकारा। कर कृपा जिसे आप बुझाया, नानक गुरमुख हर सिमरन तिन पाया श्लोका। दीन दर्द दुख पंजना, कट कट नाथ अनाथ। सारण तुम्हारी आयो, नानक के प्रभ साथ। अष्टवई जय मात पिता सुत मीत ना पाई, मानुहा नाम तेरा संग सहाय। जय महाभ्यान दूत जम दलै, तह केवल नाम संग तेरे चलै। जय मुश्किल होवे अत पारी, हर को नाम खिन माहे उतारी। आनक पुनः चरण करत नहीं तरह, हर को नाम कोट पाप पर हरै। गुरमुख नाम जपो मन मेरे, नानक पावो सुख कनेरे। सगल श्रेष्ठ को राजा दुखिया, हर का नाम जपत हुए सुखिया। लाख क्रोरी बंधन पर, हर का नाम जपत निस्तर। अनक माया रंग तिखना बुझावे, हर का नाम जपत गावे। जेह मार गेह जात अकेला, तह हर नाम संग होत सुहेला। ऐसा नाम मन सदा ध्याइये, नानक गुरमुख परम गत पाइये। छूटत नहीं कोट लखवाई, नाम जपत पार पराई। अनक बिगन जय आए संगारे, हर का नाम तत्काल उदारे। अनक जोन जन में मर जाम, नाम जपत पावे विश्राम। हऊ मैला मल कबहू ना धोवै, हर का नाम कोट पाव खोवै। ऐसा नाम जपो मन रंग, नानक पाइयै साध कै संग। जेह मारे के गने जाहे न कोसा, हर का नाम उहा संतोषा। जय पेंडे महायांद कुवारा, हर का नाम संग उजियारा। जहाँ पंथ तेरा को नास जानू, हर का नाम तह नाल पछानू। जय महाभ्यान तब तबह काम, तय हर के नाम की तुम ऊपर शाम। जहाँ त्रिखा मन तुझा करके, तय नानक हर हर अमृत वर्कै। भगत जना की बत नाम, संत जना के मन विश्राम। हर का नाम दास की ओट, हर के नाम उतरे जन कोट। हर जस करत संत दिन रात, हर हर औख साधक मात। हर जन के हर नाम निदान, पार ब्रह्म जन की नो दान। मन तन रंग रते रंगे कै, नानक जन के बित विकै। हर का नाम जन को मुक्त जोत, हर के नाम जन को तृप्त भुगत। हर का नाम जन का रूप रंग, हर नाम जपत का परे ना भंग। हर का नाम जन की बढ़ियाई, हर के नाम जन शोभा पाई। हर का नाम जन को भोग जोग, हर नाम जपत कछ नाहि ब्योग। जन राता हर नाम की सेवा, नानक पूजय हर हर देवा। हर हर जन के मालिक जीना, हर तन जन को वापरो दीना। हर हर जन के उठ सतानी, हर प्रताप जन अवर ना जानी। ओत पोत जन हर हसराते, सुन समाद नाम रसमाते। आठ पै जन हर हर जपै, हर का भगत प्रगट नहीं छपै।